What is good, y'all? What is good? How you guys doing this afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world? It's your boy, Tyrants Bang. I'm doing well. Hope you guys are too. As we kick off this afternoon, y'all. Yeah. So, what is going on in the world of boxing today? On the level of politicism, right? What's going on in the politics of boxing? Well, it appears that Teofimo Lopez is showing his true colors once again. And should we be surprised? Absolutely not, because Teofimo Lopez is not going to change. Let me tell you why he's not going to change, because his father hasn't changed. You understand? Teofimo Lopez Sr., or Junior, I think they call him, is, he's his first socializer, right? That's Teofimo's first and primary socializer, along with his mother. But we know that his father is a racist piece of shit, you know what I mean? And, a lot of people excuse it because he lives in New York. Yeah. So apparently if you live in New York, it's impossible for you to be racist no matter what you do. Can y'all New Yorkers sound off on that and let me know if that's a thing? If a person is born and raised in New York, it doesn't matter what they are, white Puerto Rican, white Honduran, white Colombian, white European, y'all let me know. Is it okay to spout off the nonsense? But anyway, nonetheless, words, words are words, right? Words like nigga and all that type of shit. It's just a word, right? Sister Cameron, how you doing? Unleavened Evan, I have no fucking idea. I would never. You understand what I'm talking about? I would never live in New York for any reason whatsoever. Especially now with the political climate. Yeah, I would never live in New York. But the thing is, y'all, Teofimo Lopez has a problem with Andre Ward. What's his problem with Andre Ward? Well, it appears to be the same problem he had with ESPN, right? And Top Rank for their so-called putting black folks first. Well, apparently he has a problem with Andre Ward because he feels like Andre Ward only showcases black fighters or black people, right? He called the Andre Ward podcast, I think All the Smoke. Is that right? He called it BET. Yeah, he called it BET. Well, listen, again, it's not the words, right? It's not really about the words. It's about the intent. It's about the energy behind the words. And the words and the energy behind the words lets you know how you're going to deal with somebody, how you want to deal with people, how you want to converse with them, how you want to do business with them. These are all your choices, right? Just like it's their choice and their right to say certain shit. Teofimo has every right to call Andre Ward's podcast Black Entertainment Television or whatever the hell he said. The Habakai says, did you hear about the man who tried to storm the Capitol a few hours ago with a machete? Oh man, no, I did not hear about that. No, I haven't heard about it. Yeah, that's pretty wild, right? A single man did that? That's crazy. Nope, haven't heard about it. I'm pretty sure I will. But here's the thing, y'all. Who's surprised, right? Because we know Teofimo Lopez has a problem with black folks. And one might speculate it has something to do with his ex-wife or whatever getting her back blown out by a black man, you know what I'm saying, or multiple black men, or whatever the case may be. There's, of course, rumors going around that Teofimo's ex-wife is getting dug out by black men. I mean, but that's really, I don't really care about that, right? But it could speak to his hostility toward black people. So it's important to understand that history just to that degree. I mean, who his wife's getting dug out, I don't really give a fuck about that, right? But the bottom line is, who's surprised? Teofimo Lopez has been displaying this behavior for years and years and years, right? And people still ride with him. People still excuse the behavior. People make excuses, right? They still want to fight him and all this other shit. Listen, I really, what else can I say, right? He called Javante Tank Davis and Bud Crawford monkeys, right? Who wants a banana? I mean, this dude, it doesn't stop with him. Doesn't stop with him. Doesn't stop with his dad. His dad got pieced up. His dad got pieced up for saying nigga, you know what I mean? Got pieced up. I mean, but he still says the word nigga. He still thinks that he is a nigga, but he hates niggas. You understand what I'm talking about? J-Man was good. Dead Mike, don't be on no freaky shit. You understand? Dead Mike, I don't want to see no freaky shit today. Just letting you know. Yeah, I mean, they grew up in New York, so they feel like they can use the N-word because they probably grew up around black people. But that does not mean that they love black people or like black people just because they say it the same way black folks say it. And so this is not surprising behavior from Teofimo Lopez. J-Man says my city on fire right now. You talking about LA? You live in LA, J-Man? That's why the fuck I left LA. I used to live in LA. Yeah, I left that bitch. Yep, got right out of there. I ain't got time for California bullshit. And so that's what we got with Teofimo Lopez. Now, Andre Ward. I don't know if Andre Ward said anything about it or made any comment. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't really give a fuck about Andre Ward or his podcast. Yeah, I don't really give a shit about him or his podcast because, people talk about staying on code, right? Nah. Listen, yeah, J-Man, no, that ain't regular. Forest fires, wildfires in Pacific Palisades and shit. Nah, that shit ain't normal. None of those wildfires in the last 4 or 5 years are normal. And I believe it has something to do with the particulates that are being sprayed from airplanes. That's what I think. But y'all check out Dane Wigington, all right? Dane Wigington has a lot of information about Dave Wigington has a lot of information about geoengineering. He's talked to whistleblowers that work for NOAA and NASA. Y'all check him out if you want to know about geoengineering in regards to weather control and all that type of shit, right? Spraying particulates in the sky to dry out and coat trees with flammable particles, which helps accelerate the wildfires in California. Y'all check him out, Dane Wigington. All right, check that out. Great information. But moving on. Sugar Free Mars, I think she's in the building. The Wi-Fi wife. You guys welcome her. Welcome to J-Man Unleavened Evan. DEW, it could be how they started it, Unleavened Evan, but the particulates that they spray in the sky that coat the trees cause all kind of problems. It causes problems with the soil. It causes problems with the trees being able to hold water and take in water, and it disrupts the root system. And it makes it more flammable. So when you have these forest fires, right? When you have these wildfires in California, it spreads much more quickly than a normal natural wildfire would, much more quickly. And you know, that's what's happening in California. I would venture to guess, based on information that I have researched over the years, I would venture to say that a lot of it has to do with burning people out so that they could give California to China, because, you know, we owe China a huge debt, and it is my assertion and my posit that you know, we got we got a little bit of we owe China, and they probably want California. Yeah, it's probably on the table. So what's probably going to happen is Unleavened Evan says no water. No, it's not about no water. It's about the roots not being able to take up the water. So it's long story short, Dane Wigington took samples, right, after they did some spraying. He took samples to a lab and discovered that there were many particles, like there were some polymers, there was some aluminum, there were all kind of things that coated his solar panels and coated his trees. And thus, he began his journey to expose geoengineering by our U.S. government. Once again, the U.S. government doing what they can do to fuck us over. They borrow all this money from China that we can't pay back anytime soon. And so I'm just saying, y'all, if you look at who's buying up all kind of properties in California, buying it up, hey, you know, you might find some links to the Chinese party, Republican, whatever the fuck they call it. Oh, that's how it works, J-Man. That's how it works. Aluminum, yep. Unleavened Evan named some. I can't read them, but y'all look at what Unleavened Evan said. But anyway, back to Andre Ward. Look, a lot of people want to talk about staying on code, right? And I think that we misapply the code, right? We misapply the code because not everyone, right? You know how they you know how they say not all skin folk are kinfolk? Well, you have to apply that to being on code. If an individual that looks like you has demonstrated that they're not on code, then they do not deserve for us to be on code for them. Andre Ward is one of those individuals. When it came time for him to be on code with the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney situation, he decided to side with Ryan Garcia and say, oh, I don't think you cheated and all this bullshit, right? You know he took the performance enhancing drugs. You know it was in the system. You know that Ryan Garcia has showed a pattern of being full of shit, of lying, of saying, yo, what if we had a steroid league? But Andre Ward has decided to turn a blind eye to all that bullshit and give Ryan Garcia a pass, right? It's not just him. It's Tim Bradley and a few other people. What's motherfucking goddamn Boo Boo? I'll call him shit now because he wasn't on code. These motherfuckers ain't on code, so they do not get any code from me. So when a Teofimo Lopez slangs dirt at Andre Ward and calls it Black Entertainment Television, calls his podcast, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It's just Teofimo Lopez being typical Teofimo Lopez. And yeah, I don't give a shit I don't really give a shit what happens with Andre Ward based on this. I mean, probably nothing will happen because, you know, everybody knows that Teofimo Lopez is a wackadoo, right? I mean, that motherfucker. Have y'all ever listened to Teofimo Lopez speak about something? You ask him a question, he'll be like, yeah, so you know, when like somebody would ask him a question, what do you think about drugs in the sport of boxing? What do you think about PEDs? Well, you know, when you put the pedal to the metal and you know all that, and when you take back the drugs and give the drugs back to the parakeet, and the parakeet takes a shit on an ant, and the ant takes the shit from the parakeet to the queen, and the queen dies, and then when it comes up and bites Ryan Garcia, that's how he got the PEDs in the system. That's the type of shit that Teofimo, like, what the fuck are you talking about, Teo? So no one really takes Teo seriously, right? But of course, it's a big deal. Everybody's blowing it up because he put it on Twitter. And nothing will probably happen to Andre, right? No one will take that shit seriously. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if Teo called it BET. I don't give a shit. Because Teo's not on code. I mean, not Teo, but Andre Ward's not on code. I really don't give a shit. You know, listen. One of my favorite R&B artists said it very aptly. Yeah, Sugar Free Mars, he is a degenerate. One of my favorite singers said it very aptly. If you think about turning back, I got the shotgun on your back. And then she repeated it. She said, and if you think about turning back, I got the shotgun on your back. Hey, one thing I'm talking about, everybody knows what the song's about. You know what I'm saying? You turn your back, I got the shotgun on your back. And guess what? Andre Ward, you turn your motherfucking back. Tim Coonley, you dropped your back. You turned your back. Shit, you turned your back. Whoever else. All these motherfuckers that was riding with Ryan Garcia. Oh, I've been keeping note. I know who these motherfuckers are. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When Ryan Garcia went on his racist tirade, yeah. And all these people were sitting up here talking about, oh, he ain't talking about me. He ain't talking about me. Motherfucker, he said all black people. He said, hey, fuck black people and fuck Muslims. Oh, yeah. Tank Davis, that motherfucker too. Yeah. Yep. He's a back turner as well. Tank Davis, motherfucking Wiz Khalifa, that fucking idiot. Who took, Keyshawn Davis? Yeah, you don't get a pass. Shakur Stevenson? Yeah, you don't get a pass either. Yeah, no, none of you motherfuckers get a pass. If you want to laugh and giggle and wiggle, if you giggling and wiggling with Ryan Garcia after all the bullshit he pulled, oh yeah, take your ass on over there. Yeah, stay over there. Yep. Fuck you motherfuckers. Yep. No code for you either. So when people go in, I ain't got no respect for these motherfuckers. Zero. But Caleb Plant, I want to trade all you motherfuckers in for Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant can come on over. Yep. I'll take Caleb Plant over a Tank. I'll take Caleb Plant over Andre Ward. I'll take him over motherfucking. I'll take Paulie Malignaggi over these motherfuckers. Even Paulie Malignaggi went in on Ryan Garcia and stayed on Ryan Garcia's ass for being a drug cheat. Yeah. And yes, did Paulie do some questionable shit? Yes. But when it came to the drug cheating, oh yeah. Oh, he wasn't riding with Ryan. Now, Paulie does not come over, but I would take Paulie over a Tank. You understand? If I had a gun in my head and I had to choose between Tank Davis and Paulie Malignaggi, I would take Paulie. At least I know what I'm getting. Yeah, I'll take a Caleb Plant over that motherfucker. Yeah, so Andre, yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't feel bad for Andre at all. I don't give a shit. You know, if it somehow prevents, you know, non-black fighters from going onto his podcast somehow, hey, you know, that's what happens. That's what happens when you turn your back. When you turn your back and they don't want you, well, we don't want you either. So it is what it is. And yeah, I know Devin went on the podcast. I know. After what he said. But, you know, Devin is Devin has humility. You know what I'm saying? He's very forgiving, I would say. I don't know him, but, you know, it is what it is. But as far as Teo, I mean, he's just being Teo. Teo's being Teo. I mean, this is typical Teo shit. Tomorrow, Teo will say some more shit that people will call him racist for. And then the day after that, every time you talk to Teo, racist shit is going to come out his mouth. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's just what we're dealing with. When we're dealing with this boxing, and when we're dealing with politics, when we're dealing with society, hey, man, you know, those who show themselves to be who they are, you have to believe them. You know what I mean? Because if you don't believe them, right? If you don't believe them and you give them a pass, well, that's on you when they stab you in the back. You know? So, I don't really give a shit about what Andre Ward got going on, to tell you the truth. I was very disappointed by the shit he said. Very disappointed. Now, I wasn't surprised when keep moving, guy. Anyway, I'm not surprised by Tim Bradley. You know, that's typical Tim, right? Tim is just an asshat who, for some reason, hates Devin Haney. But Andre Ward and Demetrius Andre, like, what? What are we talking about? See, that also makes me wonder. If you give Ryan Garcia a pass for the drug cheating, right? If you say, oh, well, it's about skill, it's not about you should still be able to beat somebody on PEDs with your skill, and, oh, I don't believe you took it. I don't believe you cheated. I just think you was taking some blah, blah, blah weight cutters. And if you do all that, I have to question your career. And Andre Ward was under suspicion, so. Big Maniac MX says Devin built different. He definitely is. Teofimo crying on camera many times. Yeah, he's something else. Sister Cameron, how you doing? Welcome. Queen Cameron in the building. I got two of the queens in here. J-Man, I can't make heads or tails of it. Why do these guys talk so reckless about Dev as if it won't happen to them? But see, you can tell that they're concerned about it happening to them when they start crying about drug like Regis Prograis. Case in point, Regis Prograis was complaining about his last fight in the drug testing. But he sitting up here, man, fuck these clowns. Regis Prograis too, fuck him. He's off code. People hated Devin for trying to be great. Yep. Devin is suspect for going to Diddy parties. Dead Mike. Here you go, trolling. Dead Mike said, Paulie said Europeans are better boxers than Africans. That's not what he said. He didn't say that. He said that Eastern Europeans are going to take over the sport of boxing. That's what he said. Now, he said other shit he said other racist shit. J-Man said, I'm rooting for Jake Paul now if Ward chasing the payday. Are they're not fighting, are they? They're not fighting. Oh, yeah, you guys, if you're a mod of mine and you have a channel, go ahead and drop your link. J-Man said Ward was hanging out with Milk Dud. Oh, yeah, he definitely was. Yeah. Yeah, I know. They used to commentate together and all that silly shit. So, I just want to address something. Dead Mike said that Mike or Devin is suspect for going to Diddy parties, but apparently he didn't check out Champside's live stream to see how Tank Davis was going to meet up with P. Diddy multiple times with his former assistant slash associate slash homeboy. So why don't you talk about that, Dead Mike? How about how P. Diddy picked up Tank off his feet and twirled him around like like they were frolicking in the field. You know, you ever see those movies where a dude and a chick are in a meadow and there's a bunch of flowers and dandelions and shit, and they see each other because they've been on a long journey? They were on the Oregon Trail or some shit back in the old West days, and they see each other. They just run, and they're in slow motion doing all. Their arms are open, and they're like this, and they're running, and once the girl gets in the dude's arms, he picks her up and twirls her around, and the dandelions are flying around. Yeah, that's what Diddy did to Tank. Yeah, they hugged in the meadow, and Diddy picked them up and twirled them around. So I don't want to hear shit about what you saw Devin do. Dead Mike, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. If that's true, you can't rock with Tank. Oh, that's what makes you not want to rock with Tank, huh? Okay. Anarchy Television, what's good, brother? What is a BET? No, Teofimo Lopez was saying that Andre Ward only had black people on his podcast, so he called it BET. You know, like Black Entertainment Television. Yeah, man. Yeah. J-Man said they stupid. There was nothing but baddies in that pool. You know, and then not only that, but they were like apart from each other. You know, Devin was not hugged up on Diddy. And also, there is a picture that 78 Sports TV has of Tank Davis hugging Adrian Broner from behind, and Adrian Broner looking back and planting a little kiss on the corner of Tank Davis's mouth. I don't want to hear shit about Devin in the pool ever again with that shit out there. Especially if you are a Tank Davis baby muncher. Anarchy Television. Yo, I mean, no, Anarchy Television, BET been around for decades, bro. BET been around for decades. Nah, that's old too. Big Maniac said their Mayweather God linked with Diddy. A lot of people linked with Diddy. Let me tell y'all something. All these motherfuckers do all kind of shit together. Like none of these motherfuckers are exempt. Cameron says I was video sold. That's what's up. Oh yeah, I was watching that too. Yep. And what was that? What was that shit when I was a kid? I think I was like 12 or 13. It was like 92 or 93. And they had another channel, Jukebox. Y'all remember that? I think it was called Jukebox. It was a channel called Jukebox, and you can watch all these music videos, and you could watch. So you watch the music videos, but you would see, let's say there was a music video, like say 2 Live Crew, you know, a nasty music video where the girls were half naked and they were shaking their butts and all that stuff. I think it's called Jukebox, but there was a music channel. It played nothing but music, like basically nothing but hip hop. But it was like uncut, you know what I mean? They might say LeBron James said, ain't no party like a Diddy party. All these motherfuckers hung out with Diddy. I mean, everybody has been around Diddy if you somebody. Yes, American Bandstand and Soul Train. That was, yep. Absolutely. Video Music Box. Yes. Yes, Video Music Box. Yeah, I mean, man, it was way different back in the day. That's why it's Kobe greater than. Well, Kobe probably hung out with Diddy too. Do y'all know how old Diddy is? Diddy old as hell. Diddy been around for a minute. Diddy been around since the early 90s. Kobe did not get to the Lakers until I think late 90s, like 97, 98, something like that. So Kobe, trust me, Kobe has been around P. Diddy. Don't let these motherfuckers fool you. A lot of people hung out with P. Diddy. Kobe hooked up with Moesha. Something wrong with you, Dead Mike. There's something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You know, I got a funny story about Kobe. I don't know if I want to tell it because it's because he's transitioned, but fuck it. Back in the day, I think it was like, when was it? I think it was 90s. I was still like a teenager, and I was still a late teen. And we went to the Fox Hills Mall in LA. So it's called Fox Hills Mall. It's called something else now, Westfield or some shit. But it's Fox Hills Mall. We used to go up there all the time to holler at the chicks, to holler at the honeys, man. We get on the bus. We go on the bus, take it straight down Slauson, go to the Fox Hills Mall, which was on Slauson, so it was a ways down. And we just go and just bump broads, you know what I mean? Bump chicks. Bump means basically getting their number. So when you get their number, you say it's bumping. Bump a chick. Yeah, Cameron, he's old. Jay, man, you must be a Kobe fan. The only person that probably did not stay for the after party was like a Denzel or something like that. You know what I mean? But we saw. So it was me and the homies, right? Me and the homies and my brothers. We went to the mall and we saw Kobe Bryant in there. So it was a bunch of us. And we were mobbing through the mall. A couple of the motherfuckers was rolling 60 Crips. So we had a couple cats that were from rolling 60 Crips with us. And Kobe saw us, and we just wanted to get an autograph. But of course, we mobbing through the mall like we about to start something. So we saw Kobe. We was like, "Hey, Kobe, what's up?" This motherfucker ran fast as fuck. He had bags with him. That motherfucker booked it. Just, he was gone. Fast in the motherfucker, of course. But yeah, he ran from us. But I don't blame him. I ain't mad at that. I mean, we looked dangerous to the motherfucker. But that motherfucker did not play. That motherfucker did not play. There's quite a few stories about the Fox Hills Mall. Y'all look that up, Fox Hills Mall in LA. Yeah, quite a few stories about that. Another one, the Game was up there. Y'all probably heard about this story. The Game was up at the mall, Fox Hills Mall. I wasn't there, but some of the homies were. And some dude was getting into, I'm not gonna say his name. One of the dudes were going back and forth with the Game, and the Game, he was a little emboldened, talking some shit. And the other cat from another set, from a different set, basically, Y'all probably heard about this. Y'all probably heard about it. If you look it up, you'll know who the cat is. I'm not gonna say his name though, but he be rapping. He's from somewhere, but he a rapper too. Dude knocked the fuck out of fucking. He knocked the game clean out. Just knocked him out. One hitter quitter. Right there in the mall. You know what I'm talking about, J-Man? I mean, you know about the mall. I don't know if you know about that story about the game getting knocked out in the Fox Hills Mall. Yeah, a lot of shit happened in the Fox Hills Mall. Sugar Free Mars says she's never been to LA. You ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. It was the shit back in the day. Like back in the 80s and 90s, LA was popping. But I don't know, man. It just turned to some weird shit. The goddamn, what they call that, gentrification started popping off. Yeah, they started gentrifying the hood. Wasn't fun no more. Wasn't fun no more. But, you know, I never banged or nothing like that. But I was associated. You know, I know a lot of gang members. I got a lot of family gang members from different hoods. I know I got some blood gang family members. I got some Crip family members, you know, on that wild shit. But I never got into it because I was like, I didn't understand it. Oh yeah, J-Man. Well, you gotta understand, J-Man, you know, the game claims a set, so, and he be claiming it hard, right? So when you that far from your hood, right? You know, Black Wall Street is in Compton. So if you that far from your hood, Fox Hills Mall is not close to Compton at all. It's not close to Compton at all. So people are going to test him. And cats that want to make a name for themselves, they're going to want to test him. And he did get tested, and he got knocked the fuck out. Now, the dude, later on, took a permanent nap. Yeah. The dude that allegedly knocked out the game allegedly went to sleep. So, he's no longer with us. I will say that. I will say he failed the initial test, but he probably, in some other universe somewhere, passed the makeup test. Yeah. Yeah, dude took a nap, a long one. Still ain't woke up yet. Yeah. Oh yeah, it gets real. It gets real, Sugar Free. It gets real. No, yeah, because listen, the game. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all another story. But this one has to do with my homie, right? I got a homie named Kamal. Let's just say his name is Kamal. Big, tall dude, like 6'5", 6'4", like a few inches taller than me, dark skin, and all that shit. Square the motherfucker, right? Square, super square. But we all know the same people. But he told me that he used to date. He was fucking around with one of the game's chicks, right? Like one of his exes. And he was calling the game by his real name. I forget, Javion or some silly shit. And I was like, who the fuck is that? But this is when the game really started popping, right? It was like early 2000s or some shit. The game started popping. And he said, man, this dude is crazy, man. Like, he was hanging out with his chick, right? My homie was hanging out with the game's ex. And the game would just show up and like, try to intimidate him. You know what I mean? But like I said, the homie was like 6'4" and weighed 250 pounds because this motherfucker was jacked, right? He was in the gym all the time. And this is when creatine started coming out, when the creatine was really starting to get big. So he was taking his creatine. He would go to the gym like nonstop. He was huge, but he said the game would just follow him around. There, Mike, what are you talking about? Who got deleted? I didn't say nothing about nobody getting deleted. I said somebody took a nap. So yeah, he said the game was following him around and sending threatening text messages to his girl and all this shit. I'm like, dude, I said, just leave that shit alone. But he was telling me how he was a stripper. So the game used to be a stripper, but y'all, like in real life. He was a stripper. Yeah, it was a male dancer. I want to say that he probably worked at the Right Track, but I think he probably did a lot of private stuff, from what I understand. Rosemo, sucker punch the game. Who you talking about? Man, that might talk too much. What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about no Rosemo or no sucker punches. Yeah, the game used to be a stripper. And then, like, I mean, these cats be around. They hang out. Exactly, Sugar Free Mars. Exactly. FANs, exactly. But they hang out. They be hanging out. My youngest sister, my youngest sister, who is from Inglewood family. Well, she was from Black Peastone. Then she switched over to Inglewood family. So now she's part of Inglewood family, which is a blood gang. So, but I was taking her to the gym. We would go to the 24-hour fitness down the street from the house. And this is when I got out the Army. And I didn't have nothing going on when I got out the Army, but to work out. That's all I was doing. So I was trying to be a personal trainer. I fucked that up. I fucked up being a personal trainer. I'll tell y'all in a minute how I did that. But I took my sister up there to the gym, and the game was up there. And she would not stop acting fucking weird. I'm like, come on, man, he's just a man. But, my sister had a crush on him. So she was just like, she didn't get nothing done. That's what's up, J-Man. I appreciate you for coming through. But yeah. Yeah, so they be hanging out. They don't really give a shit, man. Like, and he was by himself. He was rolling solo. So, but the game is really from that life. Like, he's really from that gang. Like, he's really that. No, I was not hooking. I did see what's her name up there? She played basketball. I forgot her name. Oh shit, I forgot her name. Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, when I got out the Army, I was supposed to be a personal trainer. I fucked that up. So I took all the classes and all that shit to get my certification. And my first client, the homie set me up with my first client. It was a chick. She was baddie, right? She just wanted to get toned up. She wanted to get in shape. Her body was nice though. She did not need to lose any weight. She was bad. Like, she was this Puerto Rican and black chick. And I was supposed to train her. But she ended up oh shit, my wife sent me a text message. Yo, no, yeah, the documentary was dope. But I was supposed to train her, and she ended up hitting me up talking about, oh yeah, I want to date you. I'm saying, what? I'm trying to talk to her about, meeting up for training and, what I would charge, and she gonna throw in, yeah, I want to talk to you. I'm like, what do you mean you want to talk to me? Yeah, she wanted to get down with your boy. And against my better judgment, I went ahead and started talking to her. No training ever happened. No training ever happened, but I damn sure worked that ass out. That's for damn sure. Anyway, so my wife is out in the world right now, and she sent me a text message and said that a man lady, she called a man lady sir, and she got corrected. See, I can't have that. My wife, I'm not with my wife right now. So I don't like the idea of these, I know I'm all over the place right now. I don't like the idea of these wannabe women, right? These dudes that want to transition and want to be a female so bad. I don't like the idea of them being aggressive about being called a sir, right? You clearly do not, you're not very convincing at all. There's something wrong with these people. They're delusional. You understand? I really believe it's a mental illness. It has to be. If you know that you're a man, but you want to be a woman. But even with that knowledge, if someone who doesn't know you from Adam calls you a sir, you feel the need to aggressively correct them. And you're only going to do that to people that you feel can't do it. My wife is small, right? My wife is little. No, for real, Cameron, it irks the shit out of me. We can't respect them. I can't respect it because, no, I don't know your ass. And even if I did know you, I'm not calling you no goddamn woman. No, I'm not doing it. You can call yourself, you can refer to yourself however you want. You want me to call you a female name, I'll do that. But I'm not calling you ma'am. I'm not calling you a woman, lady. I'm not doing any of that shit. Some bullshit. Sugar Free Mars says it's a damn psychosis and no one is keeping it real. No, absolutely not. They're not. It's definitely a mental health issue. And so I am not able. Let me. Here's another story in regards to that. Everything is triggering me to talk about something else. My niece was hanging out at a club in LA and she went to go use the bathroom. She went to the women's bathroom, but it was a single woman's bathroom, I believe. Yes, it was a single woman's bathroom, and the door was locked. And she waited quite a while for the person to come out, and so she can go to the bathroom. Well, the thing came out. You understand? The thing came out, and look, my niece is very pretty, right? She's very pretty. She grew up always having to fight at school because she was so cute. And the girls were jealous, whatever the case may be. And so she had developed very tough skin, and she could scrap too. But a thing came out, a very tall, very broad thing came out of the woman's bathroom. And my niece said, took your ass long enough, goddamn, right? And so the thing proceeded to put hands on my niece. Put hands on my niece, bit her finger, all kind of silly shit. Like, put my niece in the hospital. Yeah, Sugar Free Mars. The thing turned out to be a man calling himself a woman. And he decided to put his hands on my niece. Dead Mike says, shout out to your niece. There's something wrong with you, bro. There's really something wrong with you, Dead Mike. Something wrong with you. Shout out to my niece. So, yeah, I was very upset. And her husband is a pig. Not her husband, her baby daddy. Her baby daddy is a pig from the Beverly Hills Police Department. Now, yes, my niece has a mouth on her. My niece is a smart ass. My niece is very, very tough, right? But for you to ask my niece as her baby daddy and her fiance, the first thing you ask her is, did you run your mouth? Did you say, you probably said something smart. Dude, your feet, I wanted to beat his ass. When she told me the story, right? Now the police and the club owner, they did not help at all. Everything was on film, but they couldn't find the guy. They could never find the guy that identified the punk transformer. Because of course the motherfucker's a transformer, right? All he has to do is change the motherfucking regular ass clothes. But I wanted to beat her husband's ass. I said, all right, I'll tell you what. That's what he asked you? Oh, that okay. He is one of them soft motherfuckers. Very soft. You shake his hand and he goes like this. He's one of those. Like, you shake his hand, and he had very tiny hands, so it's like, I don't know why she chose him, but you know, you go to shake his hand, it goes like this. He gives you want to shake his hand, he goes like this. I'm like, dog, come on, man. Now, I'm not the type to grab somebody's hand and try to squeeze their hand, because I think that's whack too. I think that's weak. There's a nice firm handshake. That's okay. You don't need to try to break motherfucking fingers, because I don't do that shit, and I hate when people do that to me. So what I do is I yank them. All right, motherfucker. I don't like that shit. But anyway, but this is how he presents his hand to you, like this, like real shit, and you take it and it just goes like that. Whack as fuck. I told her to tell him, I said, all right, tell your husband, I know he's a pig, okay? I know he's a pig, he's a cop. Tell your husband that I want to fight him. Yeah. Tell him I'll meet him at his police training facility, and we can get the gloves on and we can get it popping. She wouldn't tell him. And she did not want me to be around him, because she knows good and goddamn well I would have beat his ass for simply asking her that silly ass question. What, did you say something smart? You must have said something crazy. J-Man, word up. Oh, what you doing with 2 channels, man? Let me give you let me mod you up on that one. Yeah, I wanted to beat his ass. I said, I want to fight your husband or your boyfriend, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I want to fight him. I was very upset. I was highly upset that the police didn't want to do anything. The club owner didn't want. They don't want to touch that type of shit, y'all. They don't want to touch that type of shit because it's very in LA too. It's in LA. You know, it's just too much. I wanted to put hands and feet on her husband, because I could not do it to the bitch ass motherfucker that put his hands on my niece. It's all good, Jay, man. So let me see what my wife said. Am I back? Yeah, so I'm listen, I don't tolerate that shit. I've never been confronted by a tranny that I called a sir or a man. Or yo, what's up, my dude? Was cracking. I wish I was there. Now, my wife seems to be okay, because she laughed in the text message, so. But I am going to call her and see what the fuck happened. Anyway, guys, I'm going to holler at y'all later. I got to piss like a fucking racehorse. So I'm going to get off this thing. And why it's cold as fuck, man. What the fuck is going on? What's the temperature? God damn it. It's fucking cold. 34 degrees. 34 degrees at 4 in the evening. God damn, it's goddamn cold. Anyway. Much love to you guys. And I don't like to have the heater blasting, because I get hot quick. I don't know. I'm fucked. I'm screwed. I'm screwed in this weather. It is what it is. And then, like, when y'all see my hands, look at that. How you got ash when it's cold? I get mad ashy. You know what I'm saying? Especially right here. And I get cracks in my fingers and shit. Look at that. See that? That's from, well, it's an old scar, but this is a crack in my fucking scar, because it was mad cold and I was hitting the heavy bag. It's annoying as shit. Cameron says she has ice and snow. That's crazy. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody got time for this shit. And like, I put on shea butter, and like 2 seconds later, I got to put on more shea butter. My hands be thirsty than a bitch. Thirsty than a bitch. But we're going to be all right. Yeah. Just how you get ash right here. Tell me how you get ash right here. What's that? Dad Mike, shut the fuck up, man. Sugar-free Mars, I feel you. But when I left LA, thankfully, the part of South Carolina I live in, and it doesn't get super, super cold, right? It's milder. So I knew to choose the right sweet spot in the Southeast to where, okay, it's tolerable. Like the first year I moved out there, we had snow for like 2 or 3 days, and that was it. So it's not too bad. It's not like it is up in New York and, in Chicago and in Minnesota and all that shit. But it's damn sure colder than LA. Sugar-free Mars says she trying to move somewhere warm. That's a must. Florida stays pretty warm year round, but I hear even this year, like even with this season, Florida gonna get cold as fuck, which is crazy. You love the VA weather? How's that? How's it up there? You live near the coast? Yeah, Sugar-free Mars, I suggest somewhere near a coast. Like go south, maybe Florida. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. South Georgia. Like I said, I found a nice sweet spot in South Carolina where it doesn't get too hot and it doesn't get too cold. Now, the only thing about Florida is it's hot than a motherfucker in the summertime. Very hot, very humid. But some people like the humidity. Okay, 2 hours from Norfolk. No, yeah, don't go to LA, Sugar-free. Don't ever do it. Don't go out there. Nope. Don't ever do it. Oh, you lived in South Florida? How you like it? I heard you say you were you had Haitian in your family. So you probably have family down there. You like it about 80 degrees with the cool breeze. Sugar-free Mars, that's an understatement. That LA is kind of weird. That's an understatement. Okay. Sugar-free Mars, that makes sense. The book I wrote that's out on Amazon right now, it's set in Florida. And the main character actually picked up a Haitian woman during his escape. During his escape from Miami, he picked up he didn't pick her up. She kind of forced herself on him when he was engaging enemies. So when he was engaging an enemy and dealing with that, she had gotten to his truck because she was being chased. Yeah, she's Haitian for sure. Yeah, a lot of what I got going on in my stories that I'm writing takes place in Haiti. So, yeah, I love Haiti. I find Haiti very, very interesting. I love how they fought the French off. I love how they rebelled and revolted. It was very inspiring. I think it was the first slave revolt, right? The first successful slave revolt. So, yeah, so the first successful slave revolt. And you always hear stories about how when the French were coming toward, I don't know if it's Port-au-Prince, one of the ports. Yeah, it's on Amazon. Yeah, it's on Amazon. It's called The Seeds of Dark Matter Disease. The Seeds of Dark Matter Disease. But yeah, the young lady he picks up is Haitian. But I love how the stories of how the French were approaching on their ships and they were chanting on the coastline and they were able to stop the ships in their tracks. Yes. And that's why Haiti is treated as it's treated today. Yes, the first black and only free black republic in the colonial world. Exactly. Yes. And they do not like them. The French do not like Haiti. Of course, they don't give them any assistance. whatever. The French got reparations for the Haiti rebellion. Did y'all know that? And did y'all know that the slave owners right here in America got reparations when the slaves were free? Did y'all know that? Yeah, but we can't get none. Interesting. Mad at them. Exactly. Sugar Free Mars says the West has a grudge till this day. Absolutely, they do. But yeah, I love Haiti. I want to go down there. My friend Nolitando, I think I was telling you guys about her before. The lady, the young woman who she was trying to get me into Ifa. And you know, she was one of the people that told me about the Haitian Revolution. Well, not the Haitian Revolution in and of itself, but certain key events of the Haitian Revolution. And Haiti is beautiful. Have you been there? I haven't been there. I would love to go. But she visited Haiti for quite a while. She actually got stuck out there because she got bit by some spider. She got real sick. So she was actually staying in the forest in a hut with some people. You know, she was doing some missionary work with her people, and she got bit by a spider and made her sick, really, really sick. So she was out there for a while until she got better. But yeah, she loved it. She loved it. You know, you think about Haiti and you think about all the bad things going on out there, but there are a lot of beautiful things about Haiti. Their culture, the Vodun, as Sugar Free Mars once talked about. It's just a lot of beautiful things about Haiti that they don't want you to know about, of course, because they want you to believe that Haiti is just this ravaged land where, you know, it's just all this turmoil. And yes, there is a lot of that. And that earthquake did not help. And I have theories about that earthquake that I actually am going to use in one of the books. So I have a lot of shit planned out for my books. Like I said, a lot of events, a lot of shit is surrounding Haiti. Haiti is one of the key points, one of the key locations in the stories that I'm writing. And I actually wanted to actually go visit Haiti so I can have a better understanding. So that when I write it, my description is a lot more accurate. It's a lot more, you know, firsthand, you know. So, yeah, I got a lot of plans for Haiti. I really do. Yep. Sugar Free Mars says, oh, she said, yes, we had to pay them over $1 billion. Yeah. Yes. How? It's crazy. It's crazy. Sugar Free Mars says exactly, don't want the diaspora to connect with those roots. They don't. The AT Revolution is what inspired Nat Turner to go forth with his own revolt. Yes, absolutely. But a lot of people, listen, it's sad, man. It's sad how the people of AT are treated. Unleavened Evans says, I love to go to Haiti too. All right, y'all, I'm out of here too. For real this time. But thank you guys for coming through. This has been a lovely live stream. I'm glad you guys came and chopped it up with your boy. Learned a little bit about me. And yeah, we gonna thank you guys for coming through. Love, share, like, share, subscribe. And thank you guys, J-Man, Cameron, Sugar Free Mars, Unleavened Evan. Who else? Dead Mike, even though you be trolling like a big dog. Yeah. J-Man, I shouted you out. Big Maniac MX. Yep. Anarchy Television. Jay with Open Eyes 4. Thank you all for coming through. Like, share, subscribe, and we're going to keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.